What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, everybody out there, fight fans and fight land? Here, maybe I can make this up and be a little closer. Okay. What's up, fight fans? It's your boy Lucky Luck, aka the Lover Boy. All that good stuff. There's so many things that I want to talk about. I've been having issues with my ability to be able to put out these videos. I would have did this a long time ago. It's so much. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for having me over 20,000 views. I was supposed to say this over a month ago. I don't even know how long it's been. I've been like truly slacking. I've had a lot of technical difficulties, and on top of it, I've been lazy. And laziness makes everything move slower. So, other than that, I want to speak on Amir Khan and Chris Algieri. I've wanted to be an Amir Khan fan for a long time. I really have. But I'm not. Every time, and I'm going to try to pick my words carefully and try to dissect this and say this in a way that people can understand it and break it down and have a good understanding of it mentally. I didn't even notice that behind me. I need to go get that in a minute. Before I make the next video, I'll go get that. I got a lot to say, so yes, we'll make more than one video in the sitting. Okay, so with Amir Khan, every time Amir Khan is expected to win, every time he's the favorite, he always shows why he shouldn't be. Like, I don't want to say that he lost every time he was the favorite, because he didn't lose every time he was the favorite, but he showed that he didn't belong. Like, he's getting too much credit. Like, when I first was introduced to Amir Khan, I wanted to see what the hype was about. And I don't know, like, he just let me down. But I'll speak about why I'm actually upset with what happened this last fight with Chris Algieri. I am a Chris Algieri fan, and I didn't want to be a Chris Algieri fan. I just became a Chris Algieri fan through my knowledge and respect of the sport. Chris Algieri has heart, he's got a chin, and he's got ability, and he makes adjustments. These are all good qualities and traits. And he's a boxer, he's a fighter, and this is just what he does, and he's good at it. Okay, he's not the strongest, he's not the fastest, but he's good at it. Amir Khan. One of my issues with Amir Khan is, during this fight, like other fights, like with the Paulie Malignaggi fight, he could be the stronger fighter, he could be the faster puncher, or the stronger puncher, stronger fighter, faster puncher, faster person. All the physical attributes could be in his favor. He's got more experience, possibly more talent, more ability. Like, he could have everything in his favor, and on paper anyway. And instead of showing like a boxing lesson, because he went to the Olympics for boxing, so he's been doing this at a high level since he was an amateur, at a top level since he was an amateur, not just a high level. So instead of putting on these boxing lessons where he's showing you how much better he is, outclassing people till he knocks them out, he tends to do a whole lot of grabbing, a whole lot of holding. I kept seeing like just as much grabbing from him as punching from him. Like, if he was an old man, like when Muhammad Ali did it, it was commendable. It was like, oh my God, wow, he figured out a way. Like, he was the underdog. Muhammad Ali was the older man. He was fighting really strong men who were 200 plus pounds and expected to get crushed. And Muhammad Ali lean on him, hold him, boop, 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 boop. And he figured out a way to win when people thought it was impossible. That was commendable. That was like, oh my gosh, it was like, he figured out a way to do it again. Like, the cat's out the bag, he did this. Like, it was impressive. When you're the person who's expected to win, and you have speed, experience, punch power, every advantage, and you still hold and you're trying your best to lean on and then strangle and put headlocks on your opponent every round since round one, that's not impressive. That's not cool. Honestly, you shouldn't even win no rounds. Like, if you don't win by knockout, you shouldn't win because you weren't punching that much. Like, I wasn't impressed. Like, every time I want to like him, I want to see him do something to be like, yeah, he's got that. He deserves that. Like, okay, he was bullshitting last fight, but he did this fight. He never does it. He never makes a fan out of me. Like, I'm never... Like, I feel like he's disrespecting the sport. Like Manny Pacquiao's shoulder injury. But I'm going to get on to that in another video. But, I feel like disrespecting the sport. And then the ref was like, look, paid off, or like a Amir Khan fan, or like the ref had Amir Khan's penis in his pocket or something, and like he wasn't gonna let it go. Like, it wasn't even like discreet. It was obvious. Amir Khan patting him on the back at the end of the fucking match before they say the announcement. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. That shit, and then he's talking about a Mayweather fight. First of all, Mayweather probably knocked this fool out very early. First, second round. Second of all that holding and hugging shit, they're not going to let you get away with that. Not in Vegas. They're not going to. And the referee that's in New York, in Melvina Lathan's honor and her predecessor, and the guy who they got in there now, the commissioner now, if they're keeping up the New York standard, that referee will never referee another championship fight in New York as long as he lives. That was the worst refereeing I could have imagined having. And then the sad part is, I mean, whether he was paid off or not, I don't know. But, you know, they probably got him a special gift card to club, like a membership to Club Med or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know what his incentive was for being so full of shit and bias and doing such a horrible job, but it was horrible. Like, that's all I gotta say about that. It was horrible. It was beyond horrible. It was pitiful. It was horrible. I did not like it. Like, I was looking at that fight hoping to see a good boxing match. I saw Chris Algieri change his style and become more aggressive. I was impressed. I wanted to see what was gonna happen with that. I was looking to see high level fighting. You know what I mean? Like, oh, adjustments made. Boom, 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 boom. Now, at one point, it was so obvious that all Amir Khan was looking to do was hold and grab. It was so obvious that Chris Algieri dodged a punch and rolled away about 3-4 feet away from Amir Khan. And Amir Khan jumped forward to wrap his hand on his arms over Chris Algieri's head to try to hold him down. Like, it was pathetic. It was pathetic. It was horrible, man. In every sense of the word, it was horrible. Chris Algieri. Oh, okay. On to my quick opinions about it, because I'm taking up enough time. Chris Algieri, in my opinion, he won that fight. the unanimous decision or whatever, I think that was bullshit. I think some of that stuff. I didn't hear the crowd. I didn't hear all the kind of stuff. I watched it on high definition, volume low. Chris Algieri to me won. I don't know. Like I don't score headlocks in boxing. I don't score that. Effective aggression, effective punching, clean punching. That I figured. You know, ring generalship. I figured you do that. But holding on like an old man, like you're fighting a 22-year-old and you're 60, and you're like, ooh, slow all that energy down. Like from round 1 to 12, really? Like personally, if Amir Khan would have won by knockout, I still would have felt it was dirty, but I would have been like, you know, the ends justifies the means, whatever. But Amir Khan did not deserve a decision. He did not do anything to get a decision. Yes, he needs to watch the film. His coach should be pissed off at his performance. He's out of his mind asking for a fight with Mayweather after that bullshit. He's not on Mayweather's level. Everyone knows this. He's not on Mayweather's level. His styles make fights. Holding Mayweather all night's not gonna fly in Vegas. You don't stand a chance. When I saw him fight Paulie Malignaggi and he was holding Malignaggi, I didn't like it then. Like, I thought he was better than that. And I wasn't impressed. I mean, it is what it is. So, I'm going to say this in closing. Long story short, I feel like Chris Algieri won. I don't know, what do you call it? 7-3 or 6-4, whatever you want to call it. I just feel like Chris Algieri won. Don't really feel like it was even that close, but I mean, if you want to say it was close, I say Chris Algieri won by 1 to 2 rounds. I say that. It's just, other than that, like, I don't know. Like, I am more of a Chris Algieri fan after watching Chris Algieri change it up and do what he did and come out there to fight and win. And win, I believe he did. I can't wait to see the next Chris Algieri fight. Amir Khan, don't feel that way. Please go fight Kell Brooks. Go over there and do something with that. Maybe after doing something like that, you could earn yourself a name or a fight with somebody like Mayweather or Pacquiao. You know, other than that, it's disrespectful. I feel like it's disrespectful to the sport. To sit there and do all this holding and think he was supposed to be impressed by that. Like, I don't know. I don't think anybody in their right mind was impressed by that. Even the fake judges who scored that bullshit. I don't feel like they should have been impressed by that. There's nothing impressive about a young man holding a motherfucking man all night and then trying to motherfucking put him in a headlock when he's not holding him. Like, he's putting him in headlocks, he's holding them. It was like, if he was hurt, I respect when a fighter gets hurt and they hold. That's one thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You recover and you get back to it. But did Algieri hurt him all night, every round, to why he was holding all night, every round? Like, I'm sorry, man. I'm taking up enough time. It's your boy, Lucky Luck. I'll holler and stay up, all that good stuff.